What's up, family? Thank God. How you doing? It's another day, Sunday. Just in here chilling, relaxing. Just wanted to come here, talk to y'all real quick. Everything going great. I can't complain about nothing. I just wanted to come through real quick, and so obviously now everybody knows by now. Like, I'm dealing with a hereditary disease, and I'm not gonna lie. At first, it was difficult, but when I took the journey to start, I wanted to cleanse it and cure it and things like that. As I'm going in and doing that, I started noticing that a lot of cleansing and healing starts within yourself, right? You don't know where that'll take you, but all I know is you have to make that decision to do it yourself, right? You want to change. And once you do that, you take that to God and let Him know that you're ready. You can't do it without Him. Trust me, it's not going to get done without Him. But you take that to God and you let Him know you ready to put in the work. It's going to be difficult. Like, it's not just no easy, oh, you're hired, get here. No, it's going to entail you doing a lot of soul searching, a lot of changing, seeing your problem within yourself. Once you do that, once you accept that, you could begin the healing. And I say that to say because I'm still in certain groups. Like, when I started, I was getting cussed out a lot about, finding God. Like, I couldn't go into these groups and start off with thank God. Like, as soon as I did that, people would come out of nowhere. I don't believe in God. You can't do that in here. No religious posts. So I didn't, leave certain groups. Some of them I did leave. They was getting out of hand. I didn't leave certain groups, but I did stay close, and I do read posts because, like I said, it's people that come in these groups, and I don't care what the admin says or does. Like, some people do want to change. Some people do want to find God. And I give a perfect example of, I was going through, just scrolling through the posts, and a member of one of the groups that I'm in, they made a post in one of the groups, and she mentioned something about God. Not to the extent that I did, but just mentioned it. And people come through, this is a group, this is not a religious group, we can't do that, And I'm looking like, people would rather suffer and complain, and they want to do that, because I see a lot of that in these groups, just complaining about pain and stuff, and nobody wants to do nothing about it. And when you tell them how to do something about it, or they can't do something about it, they don't want to hear it. Like, they'd rather sit there and continue complaining. Well, I see somebody go through it, not too long ago, and I'm thinking to myself, God damn, like, all she did was mention God. She don't want to go through this no more. And somebody came up, how could you don't mention God in this group? Ain't no God. God wouldn't allow certain things, and God wouldn't allow us to suffer through this. And I'm just thinking to myself, first of all, the word suffer, we want to use it in that context, the way everybody's suffering through something. That's number one. Everybody's going through something. It don't have to be attached here. Think about the people with the terminal disease, the real ill diseases. They can't move, and they bedridden. Think about them. So everybody's going through something. That's number one. Number two, we look at the outside things of this world, right? That's why I say you gotta withdraw from TV. You gotta withdraw from all that. Whether it be for a while or permanently, you gotta withdraw from all that. That's one thing I did. I withdrew from, like, I'm a big music fan, and I let go a lot. Like, I stopped listening to certain music I was listening to. You know, all of it is not gone. Like, as I'm building my playlist back up, all of the music is not gone. But you just know, I just felt it. Some music that I was listening to is not good for my mindset. And now I roll around blasting my music instead of people giving me a certain look because the artist that I listen to said something. Now, oh, who's that? Oh, that's Erykah Badu. Oh, that's this, that, the third. Oh, I like that song. I like that song. You see what I'm saying? So it took for me to go from myself and rebuild my playlist. And it had nothing. God didn't build that playlist. I did. You see, we tend to. The easiest thing to blame, or the easiest excuse to latch on to that's going to make us feel good about the moment. We're still going to be in pain. You're still going to hurt. You're still going to do it. You got to let it go. Stop complaining. I'll be the first one to tell you, I don't blame God. This is what he be the last one. Like, it's hereditary. So before I blame God, I'll be blaming people in the family, right? Before I take time to figure out that God got a bigger purpose, God got a bigger message for me, there's certain things I got to get through. I'm going through a situation right now that people look at me and my disease and be like, man, that's not right. You need this, But I tell you something, through this whole process, I didn't need nobody. I did it. I'm doing it. I'm here. I'm up and I'm at it. And it was my mindset, my attitude that certain people don't want to deal with me. And now I changed my mindset, my attitude with the grace of God. And more people open up to me, more things I get. The more things I get, the more blessings I get. You have to change your mindset. Of course, they say God's the creator of everything. So he created this, that, and the third. But then there's a lesson in everything he created. And then there's a blessing at the end of all them lessons when you pass them. I'll be the first one to say, I don't. We gotta stop doing that. Oh, God is not a God. What type of God will let us do this? So it's okay for you to smoke, drink, and do all types of crazy stuff. Nobody question God then. Nobody's questioning God. Oh, what type of God allow us to drink alcohol? You don't question that. You love getting drunk. You love that part. And as soon as the repercussions come from whatever you're doing now, God ain't this, God ain't that. Listen, y'all got to stop that. Because for number one, I'm telling y'all, it's not what God here is about. God is not here for that. Yes, he turned water into wine. He just said get drunk off of it, though. That's the big misconception. And there's nowhere in the Bible, not even in the picture, everybody's favorite picture, the Last Supper, nobody's at the table drunk. Everybody drinking that wine, though. So that is on you. That's not him. That's on you. Change your mindset, please. Change your mindset. Change your mindset. Start looking at what you're doing to yourself first. And then you start questioning the next stuff. And you start giving you the answer to why this happened and why that happened and why this happened. I didn't think I would be able to get through what I'm going through without help, without my blender, without making smoothies, without this, without that. All that stuff was in my mind, and I had to change that. All that stuff was in my mindset. That's why I keep saying, listen, you ask God for God is going in within to change your mind. That's what you need God for. God ain't going, while you sitting there, God ain't going to say, oh, this, that. He ain't doing that. That's not the type of person he is. It's not the type of person he is. So y'all got to cut that out. Change your mindsets. Renew your mindsets. Think about something different. Think about other ways. Like, stop blaming everybody. That's period. Like, everybody, you want to blame other people. Now you don't got nobody else to blame. Now you want to blame God. No, blame everybody except that person in the mirror. And when you look in that mirror and you blame that person standing in the mirror and you tell that person in the mirror he got to change, she got to change, that's when you start figuring everything out. Stop blaming God for everything, especially when you indulge in all the stuff that he so-called got, right? You indulge in all that. You're partying, you're going out, you're driving, you're dressed good, you got a big house, all that. Thank God, right? But then as soon as the first sign of difficulty, now here we go. Oh, what type of God does this? What type of God? It ain't perfect for nobody. Change your mindsets. Renew it. Till next time, family. I love y'all. Remember, I don't care what nobody say. Remember, God loves y'all. God loves y'all. He put the love in me to love y'all. I don't care what nobody's saying. Until next time, family.